I bet you didn't know this about the Direct Selling Association and multi-level marketing companies continuing to make false income claims. Between June and November 2017, Tina.org, that's truthandadvertising.org, took a look at every single company that belongs to the DSA, that's the Direct Selling Association. And they found that over 97% of the member companies made false and unsubstantiated income claims to promote their company's business opportunities. Big surprise. And here we are 5 years later. It's 2022. It's going to be 2023 pretty soon. Not much has changed. All this information can be found on truthandadvertising.org's website. I'm going to go through it. And I'm also going to pull up some examples of Modere and how you can spot what Truth in Advertising used as health claims and false income claims, and they sent that to the FTC, how you can report what you see on Facebook and across social media, whether it's on TikTok or Twitter, Instagram, and even LinkedIn, and also YouTube. And you can send your complaints to the FTC and also to the Canada Anti-Fraud Centre. So welcome back to my channel. If you are subscribed, thank you. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Julie. I was part of the multi-level marketing industry for 5 years. I was part of 2 high control groups simultaneously during that 5-year period, my multi-level marketing company and a network marketing coaching group on Facebook. I woke up last year. It took me about 1.5 years of questioning before I left. And it was like last year, December 13th, 2021, I made my first piece of anti-MLM content. So let's get into this. So who is Tina? I thought this would be a good place to start. So this is on their website, truthandadvertising.org, about why Tina.org. Fighting back against deceptive marketing. Have you ever been the victim of a false ad or a deceptive marketing scheme? If you've ever been involved in the multi-level marketing industry, it's like, yes! Perhaps there was a time when a very compelling ad convinced you to buy a product or service only to find out later that you had been misled by the marketing. They don't just go after multi-level marketing companies. They look at everything. But because this is an anti-MLM kind of esque channel, I'm going to be approaching it from this perspective. So you're not alone. Each year, American consumers lose billions of dollars as a result of deceptive marketing and false ads. These run the gamut from blatant lies and fraudulent scams to subtle ploys intended to confuse and mislead. If you've been at all involved in the multi-level marketing industry, confuse and mislead, yes. That's like, if deception is like the basic foundation of the multi-level marketing industry, then there's like confusion and misleading people is next. Not only do these tactics impact us as consumers, but a mind-boggling amount of money is misdirected in our economy as a result of deceptive marketing. All too often, companies with quality goods and services lose out to businesses premised on false marketing campaigns. This paradigm needs to change. We need to put a stop to the deception. Truth in Advertising, Inc., Tina.org, is a 501c3 nonprofit organization based in Madison, Connecticut, whose mission is to be the go-to online resource dedicated to empowering consumers to protect themselves and one another against false advertising and deceptive marketing. We aim to achieve our mission through investigative journalism, education, advocacy, and the promotion of truth in advertising. We are independently funded and do not accept any advertising dollars to support our work. How cool is that? Tina.org received its initial funding from Seedlings Foundation, which supports programs that nourish the physical and mental health of children and families and fosters an educated and engaged citizenship. In addition to offering you the resources to understand and avoid deceptive marketing practices, Tina.org keeps you updated on current issues with our reporting and offers you the means to help warn fellow consumers of current schemes in the marketplace through our ad alert program. Our ad alerts also warn readers about certain ads that, although not necessarily deceptive, should be viewed with caution. If you've been a victim of false advertising, you can also use our File a Complaint form to have Tina.org investigate your claim and share the details with others. Most importantly, at truthandadvertising.org, you will find a community of consumers like you who are sharing their experiences, views, and concerns about false and misleading advertising and joining the movement for change. All that said, Tina.org is neither anti-marketing nor anti-business. We enjoy and are entertained by great ads as much as anyone. We recognize and appreciate that advertising serves an important role in our society to introduce new products and services to highlight competitive advantages and to enhance brand engagement. Tina.org celebrates the best of advertising, past. That's a little bit about Tina.org. I was blown away by how many multi-level marketing companies that they've investigated on that website. It's worth it to take a look. To poke around, you can get lost. It's fascinating. And so I thought it would be a good idea to take a look at one multi-level marketing company in particular, Modere, because we're going into 2023 and they're already starting to make false health claims. They're going to be using a hashtag called sync your cycle, talking about women's like periods and like reducing cramps and pain and every cycle, every woman, every phase. Doesn't matter where you are in your life, like whether it's menopause or not. A lot of this stuff is implied, but it's not only going against the Direct Selling Association, which they're a member of, and they committed all these violations against their own like regulatory body that they're supposed to be a part of, upholding integrity and ethics and all this in 2017, but they continue to do it. And I think it's helpful to see examples that Truth in Advertising took screenshots of Facebook posts and Twitter posts and use that as evidence. And you can do the same thing. You can take screenshots and you can write a letter to the FTC or report it to Canada Anti-Fraud. So let's take a look at Modere. And keep in mind, if you're someone who is just signing up with a multi-level marketing company and you're being told, Modere is different, or any other company is different for that matter, that we provide you the content, it's easily duplicable. All you have to do is post this. We've got pre-made social media posts. A lot of these posts that Modere themselves have created have been in violation of the DSA's code of ethics and making false health and income claims. So you can't even trust that company. Plus, you have organizations like Truth in Advertising that are going out and looking for examples, being reported to deceptive marketing claims. That could be your face with your name up there for the world to see. I've blocked everybody's names out, but on truthandadvertising.org, those names are up there. Everybody who's commented on those posts saying, yeah, girl, I love this collagen on the spoon. It's made me lose weight. Your name now and your face can be like out there, just being like, this is deceptive marketing. So this is something they don't tell you about when you join a multi-level marketing company. As more and more of us have been within the multi-level marketing industry, have woken up and gotten out and are now starting to speak out, we know what to look for because we used to make all these deceptive claims. And a lot of us have turned to like activism and advocacy, like what I'm doing now for this video. So it's a heads up. Here's what I opened the video with, was reading this. Between June and November 2017, Tina.org investigated every company on the November 29th, 2017 Direct Selling Association DSA membership list and found that more than 97% have made or are making, either directly or through their distributors, false and unsubstantiated income claims to promote the company's business opportunity. Here is a sampling of Tina.org's findings for this company. This one's Modere. This company was notified of Tina.org's findings. I wonder what Modere said. Modere said, we don't care. We're going to make even more and talk about MLM PTSD now. I don't think they were talking about MLM PTSD back in 2017, but they sure are now. So this is a list of, look at all these examples. They've gone on to YouTube. They've gone on to Facebook, financial freedom, Twitter, financial freedom, Modere, Facebook, full-time vacation, and then the people promoting vacations that they earned for free. Every company, you've seen this with every company, with Modere, with Arbonne. Modere YouTube completely replace income, Modere website. And there's the Modere websites that are, even the information that they're giving their reps are making false and unsubstantiated income claims. I'm going to show you 18 examples of false income claims made by Modere and their representatives, their distributors. You can see any multi-level marketing company makes these exact same claims and you can report them. And they also make even worse ones. So this just gives you an example of what Tina.org used. So I've like hidden everybody's names just out of respect, but these are not blurred out on truthandadvertising.org. So just be aware, if you start making these claims, you could be, your posts can be used as evidence. So this is the first one. Determined to turn my business into an empire. For those looking for a new beginning, financial freedom, and you aren't afraid to work for it, message me, #Modere. That's the first one. Number 2, this was a video on YouTube, and they actually have the video. Like, Tina.org doesn't fuck around. They've got all their evidence compiled. So this says, this is so-and-so, and I'm here to show the financial freedom that Modere can offer to all of us. I kept this person on because they are no longer with Modere. They're with Prove It. But here we go. This was violating ethics back then and still continuing on. So since joining Modere, Jessie Lee Ward achieved amazing results and created a life of financial freedom. Her passion for the Live Clean philosophy and powerful leadership has recently helped her reach Elite 2, giving others a remarkable path to follow. Read more. So this was another post that violated and made false and unsubstantiated income claims. Here's another one. See, these posts don't have to be lengthy posts either. They can just be very short. Customer or social marketer, PM for an ultimate experience and unlock your financial freedom. When you are a social marketer with Modere, join me on an unbelievable journey. Here's another one. This is the 5th one. Join me on the journey to financial freedom. So using that phrase, financial freedom, is a huge red flag. And you'll see network marketing coaches teach this. They'll say time and money freedom. But they, as of so far, people haven't been like clear as to whether they can report them also as false and deceptive marketing claims, which you can. So it doesn't matter if you're like in network marketing coaching industry or just the network marketing industry, you can report these fraudulent claims, these implications of an unlimited income earning potential to Tina.org, to the FTC, or to the Canada Anti-Fraud Center. Here's the next one. This was from Twitter. Doesn't get much better than this. #Modere, #Italy, #financial freedom, I didn't say it because I don't know how to say it. That's why I skipped that over. But they just use the hashtag, look at financial freedom, and that's enough. Financial freedom is a choice. Join me tonight at 8 p.m. Sydney time to learn more about Modere. We are expanding our Modere team across 29 countries. Partner with us and achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom with Modere, one of the biggest social retail companies. Learn how they helped me. We're on the 10th one now, and there's like thousands of these all across social media even now. Yep, you too should be celebrating again. Huge congratulations. Another free holiday from Modere. Watch out, Cancun, Mexico. So-and-so is coming. Is Modere a profitable vehicle? Do we have fun getting together with Modere? I think so. You can't post this stuff. And this is what they teach. And you'll see leaders, top leaders post this stuff and seemingly have no consequences. But as I said, more and more people are speaking out and reporting this stuff. And each report counts, even if it feels like you're fighting a losing battle some days. Each report counts. It's like a lot of little drops. And eventually they form a pool, which is a river that flows into the ocean, and then it forms a tsunami and it takes everything out. Here's the next one. This is the 11th one. Business opportunity for social marketers, part-time job, full-time pay, #work from home, #Modere, #shifting retail. Here's another one, the 12th one. Ordinary people becoming extraordinary. Anyone can win. Part-time, full-time, in between. If you have the desire to help change lives while organically changing your own, let's talk. Modere has changed my life. What happens when you combine a $300 million company, nearly 3 decades of product innovation, and all new? This was enough to also be used to make false claims. Here's another one, 13. The Modere family vacation has begun. Big thanks to Modere for sending me and my children to Cancun to an amazing all-inclusive resort after only 5 months into the company. Can't wait to see what's next. I've been the one that's like blocked out everybody's names there. But it's up there for the world to see on truthandadvertising.org. So anybody that's being recruited into Modere or any multi-level marketing company, you cannot just post whatever you want now. People are watching. And people don't want you to get hurt and waste tens of thousands of dollars and your time and lose friendships and other relationships as you get taken advantage of by these schemes, these scams. Here's the next one. Thank God and our Modere family for free vacation in 5-star hotel. This is another one. It's so small. I don't want to read it, but it's got emojis. It's like, what? It's so amazing. Here's another one. Sending out a huge thank you to Modere for sending me on an amazing 5-star luxury vacation to Cancun and for sending me home through Vancouver so I could see my handsome son. Haven't seen him in the flesh for 9 months. I'm feeling very grateful. See, this is the thing. Good people are signing up with these companies and they're doing what they're told. And they do feel really grateful. They're like, I was on this vacation. They have no idea that what they're posting is misleading. And what will happen is Modere will say, well, there's a perfect example. You posted this and you're making us get in trouble. Never mind that Modere is at fault. This is somebody that's just working hard, very happy, very grateful. And they're going to get gaslit. And look at everybody's supporting them. You made it. Wow, that was a short road trip. You deserve it. Like people just want to support their friends, right? And you're in a fucking pyramid scheme and a commercial cult. Here's Modere. So, Modere can be, oh, well, it's our reps that are making these horrible claims. Who's teaching this? Who's teaching them how to write these posts? And who's encouraging them to write these posts? It's their uplines, which is coming from the CEO and the president. Be sure to talk about how happy and grateful you are that you got on this free trip. And then they'll be like, oh no, we never said that. But they got caught with this one because this is making false, unsubstantiated claims here on their own website. This is their own literature. So $6 billion of products sold globally, $3 billion paid in commissions. You can see this on the truthandadvertising.org website. And here's the next slide. Is that the exact same thing? Oh no, this thing says wealth and lasting residual income. It's always fucking Modere.org also looked at false health claims Modere was making. And here are a bunch of examples that Modere made. And apparently 2 of them are still up. So even though they were reported, they are still up. Imagine that. This is the first example. And there's a good mix here of before and after testimonials. Like I was taught when I was with Mon 8, we had a testimonial group and it's probably still in existence. There's a number of testimonial groups on Facebook and you could put in like whatever, anybody could put like upload before and after pictures of their skin, of their hair. And in those groups, you didn't have to ask permission. The point of like having these testimonial groups is you could use that for content. You could put it in your Instagram stories, Facebook stories, as an Instagram post, as a Facebook post. And you can't so you're going to see the language is so similar across companies, but you also see where they're using like pictures of the product as well. Now for this one, I blurred out the person's features. So this is the first example. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Teenage acne to adult acne. The product works the same. I'm very happy for you. And this is saying, this is an illustration of what my belief in Modere's skincare products did for me. I was ridiculed tremendously because of the outbreak. So they use that high emotional, like this stuff can be true, right? You cannot use false health claims like this. This is the second example. And this is, I like took out their eyes, like just to, I don't know. I just feel like that's the right thing to do. But I did this when I was with Mon 8. I made so many stories like this and just normal Facebook posts with these before and afters of people I didn't know. They just said that the products had worked for them because Mon 8 came out with skincare. And so here's Modere. This is great for those asking me about acne, sharing this. Friends and family, if you want to get yours, modere.com. So this says, here are two teenagers that I know. Like, how do you know them? You might not know them. This could just be complete strangers from the internet. They've just put them into a testimonial group. And then a leader from Modere posts it and their whole downline follows. That's how quickly this stuff can happen. And it could be, I don't know if you've seen this, but it's common where it comes out afterwards that these pictures, they didn't even have anything to do with the company that they're purporting to represent. And they were just stolen. Just images off the internet. They're like, this person used this product and they never did. So, but this is another example that was used by truthandadvertising.org. Here's another one. Here's the examples, that they're pictures. I have something very close to me. I have someone very close to me that has struggled with terrible adult acne for the last 15 years, spending thousands with no real results. These pictures are 19 days. The first day with M1 anti-aging system by Modere, and day 19. Tell me you haven't seen this with Rodan and Fields too, with Monet, with Arbonne. You don't know me, but I do not back a brand unless I would bet every dollar I have on it. The same language, Elomere. Every multi-level marketing company does this shit. So there's another example. Here's a fourth example. This one's good because it just shows the products. And so it's a different type. So it's like knowing what to look for as you're on social media. And if you see one of these, you can just report it. Report it to the FTC. Report it to Canada Anti-Fraud Center. If you want beautiful skin and get rid of acne, please hit me up. I've got the best facial cleanser on this earth. Stuff is absolutely amazing. #Modere. Here's another one. Who do you know that suffers from acne? This apparently is still up. So this one was reported as making a false health claim, and it wasn't grayed out. So it might still be up. Who do you know that suffers from acne? Please do them a favor and show them this before and after picture of this girl's results from using Modere, whatever it is, for just 2 weeks. These products don't contain any sulfur or toxic. It's like, who is this girl? Did she actually use the product? Completely safe and affordable. And here's the other one. This one's still up. Canada is rocking it. Customers are loving Modere Live Clean, newest anti-aging, anti-acne M1 skincare system, weight maintenance, and slim down, health and wellness, feel good, joint, sleep, energy. This sounds like Elomere. And also what Awakened. Oh, every multi-level marketing company. It's so brutal. There's 3 more that I forgot about here. There's so many examples. This is another example. So it's not like a before and after testimonial where you see somebody with acne and then apparently it's cleared up. This is just of the products. So as you're scrolling through social media, just keep in mind, it doesn't take much for you to be able to just report these. So on the 12th day of Christmas, Modere saved the best for last. Craved by movie star, Modere has outdone themselves. Today, Modere, whatever, is 40% off. Normally, blah, blah, blah. So want to say farewell to wrinkles, acne, dark spots, rosacea. Am I saying that right? Eczema, crow's feet. This is the product you've been searching for. Movie stars have been tweeting about this product since it was featured in their Emmy celebrity swag bags. So that was another one. The rosacea was flagged as also a false health claim. This is another one. So this is like stock kind of Modere photo, their marketing, but it's the same thing. So on the 12th day of Christmas, Modere saved the best for last. And it's the same thing where it's saying, want to say farewell to wrinkles, acne, dark spots, eczema. And this one I blocked out the eyes. So this says 2 weeks results, Modere. Most acne treatments are full of harsh, dangerous chemicals. Modere anti-aging system is the safe way to treat acne and skin conditions such as rosacea. So you can't make these claims. Here's a letter that truthandadvertising.org sent to the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, June 30th, 2021. And I thought it would be interesting and educational for all of us to see the language that they use in order to like communicate their findings. I know, like when I was filling out reports to the FTC, I'm like, how do I phrase this? What is it that you want to hear? And it just helps, seeing what these other groups are doing. So I thought it would be helpful for you to see too. So this is: for far too long, multi-level marketing companies have used deceptive marketing to promote the business opportunity and sell their wares. And truthandadvertising.org doesn't fuck around. They cite all their sources. They have all these footnotes. You should see the length of this letter. There's like 192 pages or something like that. It's bananas. And I'm just going to read you the article, not all the appendices, and show you all this other stuff. You can go on their website and see all of this. In fact, the problem is so long-standing and pervasive that the MLM industry's self-regulatory body, the Direct Selling Self-Regulatory Council, the DSSRC, stated just last month that though the industry has made significant strides to curtail the dissemination of unsupported claims regarding income potential, there is still a great deal of work ahead of us to assure that the product and earnings claims communicated to consumers and potential Salesforce members are truthful and accurate. Moreover, industry trade group, the Direct Selling Association, DSA, published an article in its January 2021 journal that stated, direct sellers will never be able to wholly prevent distributors from making improper claims. Such pessimism is cause for concern, as improper health and income claims not only deceive consumers, but also lead to social, emotional, and physical harms and financial hardship. This is something that you might not know. The DSA, the Direct Selling Association, made up this council called the DSSRC. It's supposed to regulate themselves, and it's just a fucking shit show. They do nothing. You're going to see all these fucking claims go through. They didn't do anything. 97%. Truth and Advertising Org just went from June to November 2017 and just like showed all over 97% of the member companies of the DSA all violated. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's because it's a pyramid scheme. They don't give a shit. They just bring in the money, say it's all mindset, and everybody's just disgruntled and the customers are just angry. It's like, oh man, this stuff is just crazy that this is happening still. Okay, given this backdrop, Tina.org urges the commission to implement a penalty offense program targeting the direct selling industry and its market-wide practice of utilizing deceptive earnings representations and false health claims. I'm like, good luck with that, right? But they're saying it. It's going on the record, which is good. And there's a fucking footnote to that too. For more than 40 years, the FTC has consistently pursued individual MLM companies making false and deceptive marketing claims. Unfortunately, this approach has had no apparent deterrent effect on the industry, as is amply demonstrated by multiple Tina.org investigations. And we've seen that. The FTC seems to be hamstrung by like political shit going on. They can only do so much. They can only go after one company at a time. And it's like this massive ordeal. Like, look at LuLaRoe. How are they? I mean, how is this fucking company still going after LuLaRich? But this is what's going on right now. Hopefully things change. For more than 40 years. Okay, so I said that already. Okay. The commission has issued numerous final cease and desist orders following fully adjudicated administrative proceedings, clearly indicating, among other things, that false earnings, representations, and misleading health claims are deceptive and thus unlawful. False health claims, false income claims. Every multi-level marketing company did it. I did it when I was in Mon 8. It was like, about, you have thinning hair? Do you have eczema? Financial freedom? Every company does this. So this is the other part. This is the other part of the letter that I wanted just to read. It was, it is time that the agency stop playing a game of whack-a-mole with the MLM industry and instead implement an enforcement program that will finally deter the systemic harm caused by the constant and continual use of deceptive marketing within direct selling. It's just a fucking shit show. So there's the letter. And look at all these footnotes and all this research they've cited. It's very impressive. I said all the time when I was in the multi-level marketing industry was that my company isn't a pyramid scheme because we sell products. Pyramid schemes only, they don't sell products. It's just about taking your money and promising that you're going to get more money in return. Another thing that you'll hear multi-level marketing reps say is that it's not a pyramid scheme because pyramid schemes are illegal. Duh. If this company that is so huge and making millions and billions of dollars was a pyramid scheme, it would be shut down by now. But that's not the truth. So case in point is fucking AdvoCare. You have a company that's been around 25 years that's selling a product. It seems to have legitimacy. It's been around 25 years, but it was found to be a pyramid scheme, which is what all multi-level marketing companies are, because it focuses on recruiting people. It's always about recruitment. Products are amazing. They're so fantastic, but make sure you recruit, build your team, build your organization, grow your family, share this opportunity with people. However they phrase it, it's based on recruitment. So let's take a look at AdvoCare. AdvoCare, this can happen to any multi-level marketing company. It's just that it hasn't been found to be a pyramid scheme yet. But if the FTC had the full complement of the people, the staff, the resources in order to investigate multi-level marketing industry, doing away with the lobby groups, can you imagine how many companies they would fall like dominoes? So this is from the FTC website. AdvoCare business model was a pyramid scheme. October the 2nd, 2019. Are you thinking about joining a multi-level marketing business to earn extra money before investing your hard-earned cash? Make sure you're not dealing with a pyramid scheme, a scam that can cost you dearly. All these people in AdvoCare would have told you that they were not in a pyramid scheme. I've been in business. This has been in business over 25 years. This is a legitimate business model. Look at how this business has literally changed my life. All of these people within AdvoCare, none of them would have sworn. They'd be like, nope, this is not a pyramid scheme. And yet they were in a pyramid scheme. So because you're in a multi-level marketing company, you're recruiting people, it doesn't matter. It's a pyramid scheme. So here says, today the FTC announced a case against Texas-based AdvoCare International, a multi-level marketer of energy drinks, shakes, and supplements. The products are irrelevant in a multi-level marketing company, and you might really like the products. It's because you have to recruit people. And there'll be people that say, well, I don't want to recruit people. I'm just purchasing these products because I like them. It doesn't change the fact that you're a part of a pyramid scheme, because other people are recruiting. What you do or not do is fucking irrelevant. You're in a pyramid scheme. You're in a commercial cult. AdvoCare claimed people could earn unlimited income. Have you heard that before? You can earn unlimited income, quit their day jobs, and gain financial freedom by selling its products and recruiting other people to sell them to. The company used endorsements from professional athletes, sponsorship of professional sporting events, conferences, podcasts, and more to pitch what it called a life-changing business opportunity. So even if you see a celebrity that is endorsing a multi-level marketing company, it doesn't mean that it is legitimate. It just hasn't been fucking caught yet. Also, the life-changing business opportunity. How many times have we heard that? If you look on Facebook, on Instagram, these lives from reps, I was coached to say this too. This is literally a life-changing business opportunity. The FTC calls it a pyramid scheme and says AdvoCare swindled hundreds of thousands of consumers. According to the FTC, people paid AdvoCare thousands of dollars to become distributors, buy inventory, and become eligible for cash bonuses and other rewards, just like every other multi-level marketing company. But my company doesn't have minimum monthly purchases. But yet, you still make purchases during flash sales, or maybe you need to place somebody underneath you in order to rank up. If you only need to spend $300 in order to get a $5,000 bonus, who isn't going to do that? I didn't fucking do it. I know I lost bonuses because I'm like, this is unethical. But I remember being coached to do that. They're like, of course you would just do that. Just make up your own account under somebody else. According to the FTC, okay, I already read that one. But the FTC says AdvoCare rewarded distributors not for selling product, but for recruiting other distributors to spend large sums of money pursuing this business opportunity, just like every other multi-level marketing company. The products are irrelevant. You could love the products. Saint makeup. You could love the makeup. You're in a fucking pyramid scheme because you're trying to grow your business. You haven't recruited anybody in 2 years. You still keep showing up, doing tutorials, trying your best every day to recruit someone, to grow your organization. You're recruiting your customers. Market saturation, endless chain recruiting, pay to play. Recruiting mandate. You're in a fucking pyramid scheme that just hasn't been found out yet. Okay, AdvoCare rewarded distributors for not selling, but the FTC says AdvoCare rewarded distributors not for selling product, but for recruiting other distributors to spend large sums of money pursuing the business opportunity. That push to recruit is a classic sign of a pyramid scheme. That push to recruit. If you go into the network marketing coaching industry, it is always about the push to recruit. Any kind of sales training that you have from top leaders within your multi-level marketing company are going to say the same thing. Sometimes they dance around saying it's not recruiting, I'm just sharing this opportunity with you. And it's about recruiting. You need to grow your team. It's recruiting. Just see this. This is on the FTC website saying that push to recruit is a classic sign of a pyramid scheme. It doesn't matter if you love your products. It doesn't matter how long your company's been around. The clock is ticking. The complaint alleges that 72% of AdvoCare's distributors lost money or earned nothing from the company, and 18% earned between a penny and $250 a year. Look at every income disclosure statement or like on every multi-level marketing company's website, if they have one, if they even offer it. That's the same or worse. Most don't earn anything. This is even before expenses. This is the same. You could be looking at your company and be like, shit, my company's even worse, right? When these, and you might be or as an advocate, and you're like, well, why did mine get shut down and all these other ones are still around? Exactly. When these distributors' hefty costs are added, nearly all of them lost money. FTC settlement with AdvoCare. Immediate end to the pyramid scheme. Ban on all future multi-level marketing. $150 million for consumers. Under a landmark settlement, AdvoCare and its former chief executive will pay $150 million for consumer refunds. They're also banned from all multi-level marketing. You know who else was banned from multi-level marketing? Was Keith Raniere when he started Consumer Byline. But then he went and started Nexium, ESP. But he just didn't have his name on anything. Okay, so that's that. Then it says the FTC will contact AdvoCare distributors whose losses may qualify them to get money back. The settlement also requires AdvoCare to notify its distributors about the case and remind them that AdvoCare offers 100% refund for unused products to people who want to leave the business. Okay, now this is the FTC sends $149 million in refunds to people harmed in alleged AdvoCare pyramid scheme. This is May 5th, 2022. This is what's devastating about when these companies get shut down. So some of them are found to be a pyramid scheme, which we all know they're all pyramid schemes. Some of them just close their doors. And the CEOs, they've known about this for weeks, maybe months before, and they just screw over all their representatives. What sucks is when you're not able to leave a cult on your own. Your choice is removed from you. You haven't understood what you've been a part of. The decision is made for you and you don't know where to go. So these representatives that have worked so hard and they have, you're in a cult. This isn't just like, oh, this group is disbanded. It's a fucking pyramid scheme. They don't know this. They believe they've been a part of something so important. There's like a love for the products and a love for the process of showing up every day that just fucks with your mind. So when this company just shuts down or another company just closes its doors, these reps are so fucking vulnerable. And a lot of them go to another multi-level marketing company because they haven't had those like the cracks to have like critical thinking sort like open up and for them to start like, what am I a part of? Why would the FTC shut down this company? Is it really that they're so unfair and it's just angry, disgruntled past representatives? Could it be that the system is real and they found this to be a pyramid scheme? Those questions can't happen because when you're in these fucking commercial cults, it's like it's like a brick wall. That's what it was like for me. Information couldn't even get in. I had to have a lot of things happen to me, like personally to me, where I was like fucking affected. Then I started to allow myself to ask questions and to pursue answers. It's important to have access to information outside of these commercial cults too, to be friends with people who are outside of the multi-level marketing industry and who are anti-MLM. If you can handle it, even if you're not talking to them, even if they're just like out there, you're still you have some kind of connection with them, because your world shrinks so much. So when you have a company like AdvoCare that shuts down these people, I really feel for them. So it's a little bit more insight about that. This is back to the article here. FTC sends $149 million in refunds to people harmed in alleged AdvoCare pyramid scheme. The FTC is returning more than $149 million to people who lost money to AdvoCare International, a former multi-level marketer that the FTC says operated a pyramid scheme disguised as a business opportunity and swindled hundreds of thousands of people who signed up to be distributors of its health and wellness products. So this is the fallout. This is what happened. So here, this is the second page on this. To recruit people, the FTC alleged the defendants told distributors to make exaggerated claims about how much money ordinary people could make, as much as hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars a year. Every fucking multi-level marketing company does this. All of them tell distributors, coach them through coercion, implication, all these trainings. This business could literally change your life. Uplines, all of them are guilty of this. Alleged my asshole. You could just go on social media. Any of us can go on and see somebody making these claims, right? The FTC alleged that distributors were told to create emotional narratives. Oh, we know about emotional manipulation and spiritual manipulation, about how they gained financial success through AdvoCare, and to instill fear in potential recruits that they would suffer from regrets later if they declined to invest in AdvoCare. Again, every fucking multi-level marketing company does the same thing. Told to create emotional narratives. Have a why that makes you cry. Practice that story. Get good at telling it at the grocery store, at the coffee shop. When somebody comes over, the plumber, take every opportunity to practice, because you never know who you might recruit, and that might take you to the top. And you wouldn't know unless you asked and presented them with the business opportunity. Every fucking multi-level marketing company does this. Under a landmark settlement, AdvoCare and its former CEO were banned from multi-level marketing. AdvoCare is the largest company to be banned from multi-level marketing due to an FTC law enforcement action. I didn't know that. So that's what happened with AdvoCare. For this next part, I thought it would be interesting to look at the FTC's definition of a pyramid scheme, what the Direct Selling Association, their code of ethics, and how all their members, how they go against that code of ethics that's right up on their website for all to see. Which is, and you could fucking report this too. Why not, right? It's all up there. And then also take a look at what Canada's definition of using the Competition Act. So here it is, the Direct Selling Association, the DSA, and their code of ethics. So you could just go on and look at this yourself and see that it says that the DSA is committed to the highest ethical business standards for the direct selling channel and to the customers of our member companies serve every day. Our code of ethics is a robust series of policies that every DSA member agrees to follow as a condition of membership. Look at that. Every DSA member agrees to follow as a condition of membership. Yet all of these companies, over 97% in 2017, violated that code of ethics, but you didn't do fuck all about it. And I am willing to bet that nothing has changed in 2022. It's probably even worse now. Okay. So this is code of conduct. Code of conduct. I took the liberty of highlighting things that I thought you might find interesting. So deceptive or unlawful consumer or recruiting practices. As I read this out, ask yourself if you've seen any multi-level marketing company do this kind of behavior. And there's a really good chance it's a part of the DSA. So no member company or independent salesperson for a member company shall engage in any deceptive, false, unethical, or unlawful consumer or recruiting practice. Fucking A1. All of your member companies are violating that first sentence. It's like the work here is done. It's like FTC, here, just roll in here and do something. All of them engage in deceptive, false, unethical, or unlawful consumer or recruiting practice. Member companies shall ensure that no statements, promises, or testimonials are made that are likely to mislead consumers or prospective independent salespeople. Mislead consumers like any person can get to the top of the MLM compensation plan for your company if only you work on mindset and work on manifestation and purchase additional coaching and work really hard. Is that misleading consumers? Is it deceptive to say that you don't have a flawed business model that has endless chain recruiting? Is that unethical or false? Just curious. Okay, E. Member companies and their independent salespeople shall not induce a person to purchase products or services based upon the representation that a consumer can recover all or part of the purchase price by referring other consumers, if such reductions or recovery are violative of applicable referral sales laws. How many times have you heard people say, or different uplines say, I know I experienced this, I can help you get your money back within 30 days if you do exactly what I say. Shit like that. So there you go. There's one page. Code of Conduct, Section 1. A, Section 1. 2, products, services, and promotional materials. A, the offer of products or services for sale by member companies and their independent salespeople shall be accurate and truthful as to price, grade, quality, make, value, performance, quantity, currency of model, and availability. Quality. All product claims made by member companies and their independent salespeople must be substantiated by competent and reliable evidence. We have a scientific advisory board. We are Leaping Bunny and gluten-free. We are Leaping Bunny certified. We are also gluten-free. Our scientific advisory board is a scientific advisory board that is a scientific advisory board. Competent and reliable evidence. Is it a case study from 15 years ago with like 5 people that all belong to the company that gave testimonials? Is that the scientific study? It's like there's never, and must not be misleading. It's all fucking misleading. Have you seen like fucking Awakens shit show? Never mind Elomere's. Oh, I mean, all of them are like this, but a consumer's order for products and services shall be fulfilled in a timely manner. Is there another multi-level marketing company that's new? I mean, there's always another one that's coming out. That's probably already, going against this code of conduct under subsection 2A. Okay, here's subsection 2B. Neither member companies nor their independent salespeople shall make misleading comparisons of another company's direct selling opportunity, products, or services. Every fucking company does this. My company's different. Modere is like, oh, we're not like that company. My company is so much better. It's way better than Mon8. Mon8 is like, my company's better than you, Q Science. Q Science is like, fuck you, Arbonne. They all throw each other under the fucking rug. You can go on and see on any live video, on any Zoom training. This fucking paparazzi. Fuck, all these companies do this. Any comparison must be based on facts. I'm surprised they know how to spell that word. That's a 4-letter word, DSA. And you spelled it correctly. Fact. Too bad you don't know what it means or how to use it. That can be objectively and adequately substantiated by competent and reliable evidence. Neither member companies nor their independent salespeople shall denigrate any other member company, business, product, or service directly or by implication in a false or misleading manner. You don't talk shit about another company, and they all fucking do. You should have seen like during the pandemic when the FTC was like sending out all these letters saying it's like, this company, you're making all these misleading statements, because Truth in Advertising is one of these organizations that's telling the FTC, look at these companies are making all these false health and income claims. The FTC, then, this is what happens. It's important for you to take action. It's important for you to file those reports. Each little droplet, it adds up. It might feel like nothing is happening, but it is happening. Just gotta keep going here. All these letters go out, and I'm in the network marketing coaching group, and you should have seen us all. We're like, if we weren't in the company that didn't get the FTC letter, we're like, oh, my company's so much better than yours. Until the letter went to our company, then we're like, ooh. Okay, C, subsection C. Promotional literature, advertisements, and mailings shall not contain product descriptions, claims, photos, or illustrations that are false, deceptive, or misleading. They all fucking do that. One in Modere already. All of these fucking companies do that. I thought this subsection was interesting. They have in the DSA Code of Conduct, subsection 6, I like to say that, pyramid schemes. What do you think they say about pyramid schemes in this? For the purpose of this code, pyramid or endless chain schemes shall be considered actionable under this code. What do you think that means? It's considered actionable. The DSA code administrator, appointed pursuant to section C1, shall determine whether such pyramid or endless chain schemes constitute a violation of this code in accordance with applicable federal, state, and or local law or regulation. So what I read that to mean is that it's your fucking pyramid scheme, you're an endless chain scheme, you're a pyramid scheme. Well, we're going to look to just see if you violate this code. We don't care that you are a pyramid scheme because all of our members are in a pyramid scheme. And here, this is their definition. They don't use the fucking definition on the FTC site. They don't use anything. Look at what they choose to define it as. They fucking cite Amway. Of course they cite Amway. The definition of an illegal pyramid is based upon existing standards of law. There is no pure just definition. This is the problem, right? So this is how, look at the massaging of words they use. It's on existing standards of law as reflected in the matter. Oh, fuck, look at you. You made a typo, DSA. I just helped you out there. Subsection 6, pyramid schemes. You got two ins, any, in, and outie. As reflected in the matter of Amway, 93 FTC 618, 1979. And the anti-pyramid statutes of various states. So they're quoting the fucking Amway court case, which, I mean, if you have listened to the podcast Life After MLM, start to consume anti-MLM content, start going into the history of the multi-level marketing industry, reading Robert Fitzpatrick's book, Ponzi-nomics, you can see this was just a shit show. So, but they're like, but you know what? That's what the definition of an illegal pyramid, because I mean, everything is a fucking pyramid. Your job is a pyramid. Your 9 to 5 is the real pyramid scheme. You fucking loser, right? Okay, in accordance with these laws, member companies shall remunerate independent salespeople primarily on the basis of sales of products, including services, purchased by any person for actual use or consumption. No inventory loading. We're honestly paying you based on your sales, not for recruiting other people, not for how easy it is to grow your organization and attend this event and see how this $1 million club earner has grown their organization and they have this team of like-minded individuals and they've got a hashtag team name. No, this is just about selling products for your consumption. Your actual consumption, not a closet full of Tupperware or a fucking bookshelf of Mon 8 or another closet full of Arbonne. It doesn't exist. Such remuneration may include compensation based on purchases that are not simply incidental to the purchase of the right to participate in the program. That's what the DSA had to say about things. Now I'm going to look at the FTC and what they have to say about pyramid schemes. And as I read through the points, think to yourself if you've ever come across a post or a live video or you saw on anti-MLM content on a Zoom call, or even in your own experience, if you've been a part of the multi-level marketing industry, or if you still are and you're starting to question things and be like, what the fuck? Like, the cracks are starting to show. I don't like what I'm a part of. I mean, that's what happened to me. See if these points that the FTC make, if you can think of any example and you can fucking it's like you can close your eyes and throw a rock and it will fucking hit a multi-level marketing company. It's everywhere. It's ubiquitous. Is a pyramid scheme, and how do you spot one? If you're in a multi-level marketing company and you're watching it, you'd be exactly like I was. You'd be like, it's not my company. My company's so good. You don't understand. The products are so amazing. I don't have to recruit. I don't have to do anything. I just got in it for the discount. Heck, I even signed up my mom because she loved the product so much and she signed up as a distributor and she's not selling. Does that sound familiar? What's a pyramid scheme and how do you spot one? Pyramid schemes are scams. They can look remarkably like legitimate MLM business opportunities. And that's the fucking problem, is that statement right there from the FTC site, because every multi-level marketing company fucking gloms onto that and uses that. They said it can look remarkably like a legitimate one. Therefore, that means there are legitimate MLM companies. Therefore, that means my company is legitimate. That's what fucking AdvoCare thought too. All their reps. But you're in a pyramid scheme. If you're in an MLM, it's a pyramid scheme. You're recruiting people. So, but this is the language. This is the problem, is this lack of this fucking definition. So they can look remarkably like legitimate MLM business opportunities and often sell actual products. Arbonne, Monate, Herbalife, Elomere, Awakened. Why do I keep saying those ones? I can't think of any other ones. Paparazzi, it's another one. It can sell products, maybe even ones you've heard of. Avon, Mary Kay. But if you become a distributor for a pyramid scheme, it can cost you and your recruits, often your family and friends. It Works is another one. Amway, oh, the mothership of them all. A lot of time and money that you won't get back. The promoters of a pyramid scheme may try to recruit you with pitches about what you'll earn. Have you ever been to an MLM meeting or see something like called a Meet Monate? That's what I was taught. Or you're coached by your network marketing coach to just read the literature, send the company's video that you have. They might try to recruit you with pitches about what you'll earn. They may say you can change your life. How many videos have you seen where uplines say, this business has literally changed my life? All of them fucking say that. They say literally changed my life. Quit your job and even get rich by selling the company's products. That's a lie. Modere is fucking brutal for this. They're like, we're different. But as you can see, how easy it is to fucking make these claims and then you can report them yourself. But it's a lie. Your income would be based mostly on how many people you recruit, not how much product you sell. Pyramid schemes are set up to encourage everyone to keep recruiting people, to keep a constant stream of new distributors and their money flowing into the business. Even if you think that you're part of a legitimate business model, you are taught in multi-level marketing that you need to keep recruiting. You have to, if you want to grow your business, you have to recruit. And they don't see a problem with that. They're like so fucking close to seeing the truth. Oh, just like I was, 5 years I was in. Often in a pyramid scheme, you'll be encouraged or even required to buy a certain amount of product at regular intervals, even if you already have more inventory than you can use or sell. But you don't understand. I would be buying these products anyway. But you don't understand. I love these products so much. You know what? I only need to purchase 200 PV personal volume in order for me to get paid on my downline. And you know what? This is a business expense. I can just write this off. It's a write-off. I can give a raffle for my team. I can use it as a team incentive. But you don't understand. I don't have a traditional business. I would be paying way more money if I had rent, if I had to pay for research and development, if I had to pay for advertising. You don't understand. I'm not in a pyramid scheme. It's not that I have to buy a certain amount of product at regular intervals. You may even have to buy products before you're eligible to be paid or get certain bonuses. You also may have to pay repeated fees for other items like training sessions or expensive marketing materials. In addition, the company may say you can earn lavish rewards like prizes, bonuses, exotic vacations, and luxury cars. So let's just like go up to that first sentence. You may even have to buy products before you're eligible to be paid or get certain bonuses. With Monet, you have to have 200 personal volume in order to get paid on your downline. That personal volume can be achieved through your own personal purchases per month, or it's very easy to do if you just have 2 VIP customers that are placing a flex ship order, or retail customers. But you're probably going to need something. They've released that new collagen. They've released, they have vitamins now. You can need a 30-day supply. That way, if you get these antibiotics and these probiotics and prebiotics and the 30-day supply of the collagen powder and the greens, there's your flagship order right there. There's your 200 PV. So, you'd be buying these products anyway. It's so easy to achieve this 200 PV to get paid on the bonuses of your downline, if you actually have a fucking downline anyway. But this is the mind fuckery of it. When you're into this, you're like, I'm not doing any of this. You don't understand. I don't have to purchase shit, and we will believe it. And yet behind me, I had a bookshelf, like a bookcase filled with Monet products. And I remember people saying to me, like, is that all the stuff you bought? And I was like, yeah, like, it's my stash. We all would say things like this. So that's the first sentence. Second sentence, you also may have to pay repeated fees for other items like training sessions. Yes. Zoom calls, special, some are free. Some you'd have to pay for. There'd be like a special company-wide thing that, register now. This is exclusive. Our $1 million earners are going to share with you their top prospecting secrets, how to grow their organization for 2023. You don't want to miss this. It's only $19.99. Expensive marketing materials. This could also roll into the network marketing coaching industry, which for sure is just like, it's just a leech on the back of the multi-level marketing industry. In addition, the company may say you can earn lavish awards like prizes, bonuses. How many times have you seen like Norwex? I can qualify for this dish rag if I make these purchases right now, or if I hit this certain level, I'm going to get a reward. Exotic vacations. It's like everybody goes to fucking Las Vegas, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta. I'm not saying it right. My dad would be like Puerto Vallarta, right? Puerto Vallarta. You earned it. Luxury cars. Qualify, you've earned it, but you don't earn the car. You're not given a fucking car. With Monet, you had to reach a certain rank and maintain it for 3 months. That was proof that you would be able to hold this fucking rank, which I think it's like that 3-month honeymoon phase, because it's like not many people hang on to this fucking rank and they're stuck making these payments. So depending on what rank you are, Monet will give you a portion of this car payment. Now with Monet, you had to have this fucking car. Was it a BMW? I don't know, whatever it was. It had to be white anyway. And it had to be within the last 5 years. It's expensive as fuck. And then you had to like fucking buy it. And then Monet would give you like, there'd be like 3 payments. This is when I was in Monet. It could be like $800, $1,000, or $1,200 a month. I don't know if those are accurate. Maybe it was like up to $1,500 a month. So if you hit that rank each month, so you had to hit a certain rank, stay at that rank for 3 months. And it all depends on your downline ranking up too. One fucker doesn't rank up, you don't rank up. You lose your car payment. How do you think that person's going to feel about their downline? How do you think that mentor above you, if you're like somebody below them and you're like out $40, do you think that person is going to lose their fucking $1,800 or $1,500 or $1,200 car payment because you didn't place a $40 order? No, they're going to create another fucking account under one of your market partners, and they're going to place an order so they get their fucking bonus and they get their car payment from Monet. And you're left to sit there saying, this is unethical, this is wrong, but you're a part of the fucking system. And that's what happens. And so the luxury cars, if you don't maintain that rank, if you lose rank that month, because say the person is like, fuck, I don't want to do this. That's unethical. I don't want to do that. Monet doesn't give you your fucking $1,200 or your $1,500 or whatever it is. Then you have to come up with that car payment. And if you don't rank up again, you're fucked. You're stuck paying that car payment. So you don't own, like Monate doesn't just give you a car. These companies don't just give you these cars. You have to continue, depending on the company, what each program is like. But with Monate, it was like you had to maintain that rank in order to receive a payment that you could then apply, like extra money to apply to that. If you didn't have a car, you didn't get a car payment. It wasn't like, oh, cool, maybe I'm not going to buy a car. No, that's not how it works. It's like they say in, what is that expression in Vegas? The house always wins. You're always fucked in a multi-level marketing company. You're not going to do it different. You're not going to like be the person that creates change in this beautiful industry if you only do it differently. It's fucked. The only way to change it is to get out and start speaking out. Okay. However, it often turns out that you have to meet certain product purchase, recruitment, training, or other goals to qualify for the rewards. Yes, and either personal volume or how many recruits, people you've recruited, or how well your team has done. Your team also needs to recruit or get customers. That was if it with throughout the network marketing industry, you have to hit those goalposts. So if there's a so for Monate, for example, in order to qualify for Vegas, there might like a Vegas trip, it would be 5 or 6 months. And if you joined with Monate now and you bought a product pack, your first month is maybe your first 2 months, you've hit the qualification goals. But for the next 4 months, you need to get 1,000 in personal volume, which means you need to have so many VIP customers continuing to order or whatever. So and with Monate, they also had a thing in place that to achieve these goals, like this requirement in order to like go to fucking Las Vegas or whatever, that the percentage of your personal purchases were capped. So you couldn't just buy all of it. It's like, fuck it, I'm just going to pay $1,000 and just every month I'm just going to go. But people would do that anyway because they would create other accounts or get friends and family to sign up in order to buffer them. So even while they're not actually personally doing it, they would do it anyway. And this happens across the multi-level marketing industry. And I'm sure as I'm reading this out to you, you could think of your own experience or what you've seen on social media with these posts, because it's throughout the multi-level marketing industry. Eventually, most distributors find that no matter how hard they work, they can't sell enough inventory or recruit enough people to make money. This is the thing, though, is that we love the products so much. And because we're in a commercial cult, that we think that we're making money, because every time we see if we get paid, even if it's like a little bit, we're so happy and grateful that we're getting paid this money. But we're not tracking our expenses, the time that we're creating content, the time that we're training, none of that. Even like buying business materials, like anything, nothing is fucking tracked. So it's like we don't find how, like I didn't, a lot of people don't find that that's the way out. It's kind of like maybe a part of a crack that starts to open up, even though that is the reality. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight on that too. They also can't keep up with required fees or the inventory purchases they need to make to qualify for rewards, and they can't earn enough money to cover their expenses. In the end, most people run out of money, have to quit, and lose everything they invested. Yeah. But the worst thing about this is that we don't think it has anything to do with the money. It has nothing to do with the business model. It's everything to do with us. We just sucked. We didn't try hard enough. We didn't believe enough. Damn it, I should have fucking flown to Atlanta and attended that event, that convention. Monations, I should have done it. I should have purchased that network marketing coaching. There was something wrong with my mindset. That's what people think, until more and more people are speaking out, sharing their experiences. Like, you're not alone. You're not a loser. You had to fail. Over 99% of people have to fucking fail. You're just a fucking rat in the maze. The world is a vampire. Okay, here are some warning signs of a pyramid scheme. Okay, see if any of these ring a bell. Promoters make extravagant promises about your earning potential. You guys, I manifested that I always wanted to be a founder of this new company, and it happened. I am the founder, and my team, I am the #1 income earner right now, and my fucking company hasn't even launched yet. I can't believe it. You can do this too. I just bought a house. I just went on this vacation, 5-star fucking resort for 2 weeks, all inclusive. You can do this too. All you have to do is believe. What are you waiting for? This business has literally changed my life, you guys. Second one, promoters emphasize recruiting new distributors for your sales network as the real way to make money. And that's what I was taught in the network marketing coaching group I was part of. Also with Mon8. If you want to make the real money, if you really want to grow your business, you need to recruit. So keep in mind, this is from the FTC. This is the second warning sign of a pyramid scheme. You're like, but I know people in it. They're good people. They're not knowingly doing this. I know. We've all been there, you know. They're emphasizing recruiting people as the real way to make money. It's a fucking pyramid scheme. Walk away. In a legitimate MLM, you should be able to make money just by selling the product. But you don't understand. My company's different. I can just sell the product. You can just get paid. How much are you getting paid? The implication is you're making like a living wage, not fucking peanuts, you know, $5 here and there. The real way to make money is to recruit. That's the key. Third one, promoters play on your emotions, emotional manipulation. Oh, the abuse stories, the childhood abuse stories paraded out on Facebook before and after. Before this company, I didn't have a purpose. I felt so alone. I was a stay-at-home mom. I didn't have any friends. I moved to another place and I just wanted something to do. I wanted to contribute to my family's income. And I finally found something that has made me feel whole again. Who fucking isn't going to identify with that? Someone's out there going to identify with that. And the thing is that you really believe this shit when you're saying it, but you're emotionally manipulating other people too. So promoters play on your emotions or use high pressure sales tactics, maybe saying you'll lose the opportunity if you don't act now and discouraging you from taking time to study the company. Leave by the nearest exit. Any company that tries to pressure you to join is one to avoid. Well, you know what? This business opportunity isn't for you. If you're going to ask questions like that, this clearly isn't for you. You know, all those negative reviews on the internet. These people are just haters. They don't want to see people succeed. You've seen people in your life that just want to hold you back and hold you down. This is an opportunity. You said you love these products. What's the worst that can happen? They'll fucking say anything. Next point, distributors buy more products than they want to use or can resell just to stay active in the company or to qualify for bonuses or other rewards. This happens a lot. But if you confront any distributor, they will say that they're not doing it. That's the fucking cult. That's the cult aspect. So you got to look at people's behavior versus what they say, because what they say is all a script. We all say the same shit and we believe it, and we can be very convincing, especially if you've achieved or if you've taken additional network marketing coaching. We can be very fucking good at it. We believe what we're saying too. So it's not just like some smarmy salesperson trying to, get one over on you. Like you really fucking, they're like, this person really believes it. You're like, I believe it too. And especially you're on social media and you see these people making these videos and all this added social proof in the comments of people saying, yes, this is amazing. Fuck, I love this. I'm so glad you got me to sign up. It's easy for you to be, or like, I don't have to buy these products. It's like, I love them so much. You've got to look at what people's behavior is as well as what they're saying. And definitely speak to past distributors, which they say on the FTC's website. But I thought that I will just keep it here with what the FTC has to say about what's a pyramid scheme. Now, this is about what Canada has to say about multi-level marketing and pyramid selling and illegal practices. And you're going to see there's that same kind of confusion. It's like with the FTC site. They mentioned that there are legitimate multi-level marketing companies. But then in the next sentence, the next section, they'll describe every multi-level marketing company as a pyramid scheme. All of them do those behaviors. All of them fucking do it. But all of them say, well, it's not us because some of them exist out there because they're fucking cults as well. And you can't fight cult logic. It's not a money mindset. It's a fucking cult mindset. So this is Canada. Multi-level marketing and pyramid selling. A multi-level marketing plan is a legal business model for selling goods and services. Again, same shit. But pyramid selling, on the other hand, is illegal and constitutes a criminal offense in Canada. My goodness, Canada. Fuck, I hope that we start to crack down on them here. A multi-level marketing plan promotes the supply of a product to participants in the plan. Participants earn compensation based on supplying products to other participants or customers. A legitimate multi-level marketing plan has 3 or more levels of participants. Okay. Pyramid selling focuses on generating profits by recruiting others and not primarily from the sale of products. Thus, even when these schemes offer products, the products may have very little value or few incentives for their sale. It is a criminal offense to establish, operate, advertise, or promote a pyramid selling scheme. So this is where we're at right now, is trying to get government to see that multi-level marketing companies, they're not plans, they're a fucking pyramid scheme. So that's pyramid selling. It is focusing on generating profits it's on recruiting others. That's if you want to grow your business, you need to recruit others. So this is the illegal practices part. Multi-level marketing plans, although a legal business model, have rules for operators or participants. If they make a representation relating to compensation, such information must be fair, reasonable, and timely. It is also illegal for a multi-level marketing plan to do any of the following. Offer compensation for recruitment. Do you know any multi-level marketing company or plan that offers compensation for recruitment? Well, if they're doing it in Canada, that's an illegal practice. That's every fucking multi-level marketing company. Requires purchases other than a startup kit sold at cost as a condition of participation. Require participants to buy a large amount of inventory that cannot be resold or used within a reasonable amount of time. Inventory loading. How this is phrased is not taking into account, or maybe it does, is coercion. Because participants do purchase a large amount of inventory, but we will rationalize it like there was such a sale. Oh, this is such a deal. I'm going to stock up for right now. It's not like you have to buy it and we're like, oh, okay, I'll buy it. That's not how that works. It does require participants to buy it, but it makes you feel like, oh, I would do it anyway. I'm so grateful that I get to purchase it. That's the sticky point there. Fail to offer a buyback guarantee on reasonable commercial terms. These types of activities would be considered pyramid selling under Section 55.1 of the Competition Act. And I thought it would be beneficial to fucking take another look at Section 55.1 of the Competition Act. First thing I'm going to read is permission to reproduce. Except as otherwise specifically noted, the information in this publication may be reproduced in part or in whole and by any means without charge or further permission from the Competition Bureau, provided due diligence is exercised in ensuring the accuracy of the information reproduced, that the Competition Bureau is identified as the source institution, and that the reproduction is not represented as an official version of the information reproduced, nor as having been made in affiliation with or with the endorsement of the Competition Bureau. So that is clear. I've said that out, and now I'm going to continue on with the rest of this video, showing you about the Competition Act here. Okay, so this is the first part I wanted to read. This is 55.1, so you can go on their website and take a look at this yourself. Definition of scheme of pyramid selling. For the purposes of this section, scheme of pyramid selling means a multi-level marketing plan whereby A participant in the plan gives consideration for the right to receive compensation by reason of the recruitment into the plan of another participant in the plan who gives consideration for the same right. That's every fucking multi-level marketing company. That's a pyramid scheme. Okay, B, a participant in the plan, allegedly, in my fucking opinion, all of these things that I'm saying here is in my opinion and my experience. Do I need to say that? Although you look at what these reps say. what these companies do, the joke of the code of ethics that the DSA has, which over 97% of their member companies couldn't stick to in 2017. That's such a shame. You should be embarrassed. That's just such a fucking joke. Okay, B, a participant in the plan gives consideration as a condition of participating in the plan for a specified amount of the product, other than a specified amount of the product that is bought at the seller's like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. This would be helpful if they could write it in language that someone could understand, because this is when you can see, you know, a lawyer or whatever would be like, oh, well, actually, like, the Western economic diversification of the rational large intestine is equally proportional to that of the velocity of the small intestine according to that of the pancreas. Therefore, we're not a pyramid scheme. C, a person knowingly supplies the product to a participant in that plan in an amount that is commercially unreasonable. Or D, a participant in the plan who is supplied with the product does not have a buyback guarantee that is exercisable on reasonable commercial terms, or a right to return the product in saleable condition on reasonable commercial terms, or is not informed of the existence of the guarantee or right and the manner in which it can be exercised. So those are some interesting points of the scheme of pyramid selling. So there you go. You could look that up yourself. And I'm going to go to this next part here, which is deceptive marketing practices. I thought this was interesting too. So this is again with Canada. Misrepresentations to public, 74.01. A person engages in reviewable conduct who, for the purpose of promoting directly or indirectly the supply or use of a product, or for the purpose of promoting directly or indirectly any business interest by any means whatever, makes a representation to the public that is false or misleading in a material respect. There's fucking network marketing. Any fucking post. There you go. Network marketing coaches. Let's report these to Canada's Anti-Fraud Center. B, makes a representation to the public in the form of a statement, warranty, or guarantee of the performance, efficacy, or length of life of a product that is not based on an adequate and proper test thereof, the proof of which lies on the person making the representation. Or makes a representation to the public in a form that purports to be a warranty or guarantee of a product, or a promise to replace, maintain, or repair an article or any part thereof to repeat or continuous service until it has achieved a specified result. You can see something that is posted on Facebook, somebody making a claim, I guarantee this product is going to cure your acne, or whatever. It is guaranteed to grow your hair. It is guaranteed to blast that belly fat. Fucking report them. This is going back to the Truth in Advertising website. Time freedom is the new financial freedom. So when you're looking at things, how what you can report these posts, what these reps are doing for different multi-level marketing companies, what these network marketing coaches are doing, it's deceptive. You can report these posts. So this time freedom is another one. And I thought this was a really interesting article. So I kind of underline these two parts first because I thought they went together. This is how my brain works. So you're stuck with me here. So it says, maybe because financial freedom, a term that was used across the industry for years to advertise the MLM business opportunity, was starting to get a bad rap. The industry pivoted and is now using the term time freedom. Time and money freedom. Have you heard that one? I did. And is now using the term time freedom, the more general term freedom. So they moved from financial freedom, which people are still using financial freedom, to time freedom and also freedom. And they think that, oh, we've winkled our way through this. We're not going to get caught. That's not deceptive at all. However, it is deceptive. So here's the other part of this. So the DSSRC, this is the self-regulatory council that the DSA made up. They made up another committee, another council. Like, let's self-regulate, because over 97% of our member companies aren't compliant. So let's make up another fucking council, and it has a lot of acronyms, and we'll say that we're trying to do something, right? So the DSSRC, the Direct Selling Self-Regulatory Council, they've specifically designated financial freedom as a deceptive income claim. So they've said that. This is coming from the DSSRC, but I mean, these companies don't give a fuck anyway. But I think it's good to see, because this is supposedly what they say and what they do. Always the contradiction within the multi-level marketing industry. Don't look at what they just say. Do not take them at their words. See how the behavior is. So what does time freedom mean? This is why time freedom is problematic and it's deceptive. Because, well, if it just means you don't have a lot of things to do that take up your time, then those who are unemployed presumably have time freedom. See, this is where they're showing why it's deceptive. Time freedom isn't like, oh, my friend who's unemployed can't get a job, has a back injury. That's not what we think of. Time freedom. The implication is something totally different. Heck, even those who are incarcerated might have time freedom, but let's be honest, that's not what MLMers mean by time freedom. No, time freedom, according to the MLM community, means the freedom to quit your job and stop working 80 plus hours a week. Stop with the 9 to 5. Stop being taken advantage of corporate America. The freedom to stay at home, be present with your kids, and be a present mother. The mom guilt. The freedom to golf and hunt when everyone else is working. The freedom to be your own boss and eat and sleep and work when you want to. That's what time freedom means, and that's why they use it. In its business guidance concerning multi-level marketing, the FTC made clear that representations that MLM participants can quit their jobs, fire their bosses, or become stay-at-home parents amount to representations that participants can earn career-level income. So fucking report them. Every post you see that says quit your 9 to 5 or your 9 to 5 sucks, all this implication that you have time freedom, the FTC made clear that representations that MLM participants can quit their jobs, fire their bosses, become stay-at-home parents amount to representations that you're going to be earning career level income. You're going to be earning enough money on that. It's a false fucking income claim. Fucking report them. So I thought it would be fun to just go through and just type in kind of like financial freedom and just see what comes up in the Google search. And wouldn't you know, they're still going strong. And it appears that they're fucking network marketing coaches. The blossoming industry that has hitherto been out of like not scrutinized at all and can sell and say whatever they want, whatever they do, because they're not a part of the DSA, even though the DSA does fuck all. But here we go. Let's take a look. It's time that these people were reported as well. The 4 stages of financial freedom in network marketing. You had money, you joined, you have less money, and then you have none. That's the 4 stages. Okay, here's another one. How network marketing can make you financially free. By far, the best kind of opportunity with minimal risk I have found is with network marketing. Just another fucking lie. Here we go. Sarah Robbins, network marketing freedom, capitalized. Look at all the capitalized freedom from the daily grind and the 9 to 5. So you see how it's phrased here. I could say, well, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I celebrate my freedom from the daily grind. You're fucking implying that people get into network marketing and purchase your coaching or whatever can quit their 9 to 5. So enough with these people like getting away with these fucking implications, Here's Matt Morris, how to create financial freedom in network marketing. Achieve financial freedom with network marketing business. It goes on and on. I know this is intense. This is a lot. It's a lot of information to take in. And it's a long video, but I think it's important to get the information out there. But I also think it's important to take a break. So I have my coffee and just like shake it loose, take a break. If you can stand up. This is I got this shirt from, I think it was at Winners, but it's in the men's section, and look at it's nice and fuzzy. Men's clothes are always so much better than women's. I'm going to stretch. Shake it up. If you're in multi-level marketing industry and you're starting to ask questions, you're starting to realize, like, I can't be a part of this. Maybe I'll let my membership lapse. I just don't want to do this anymore. I know it's a lot. You're not alone, and you're not going crazy. We all go through this. A lot of us are like, oh my God, what have I been a part of? And you'll see that more and more people are speaking out, and it reduces that the stigma of shame, like Roberta Blevins talks about on Life After MLM podcast. And, when you come across these things, sometimes these posts that you see on Facebook or Instagram, you're like, I don't have the energy to report. That's okay. But sometimes people do have the energy, and you feel it's I don't want to say it's easy. It's straightforward, but everything is time, So every once in a while, I'll go out and I make a bunch of reports on, on content, especially fucking Modere. I can't stand fucking Modere. I don't like how they shame women. They are always focusing on their belly and their body fat. And I really fucking hate Modere because they've come after me. And so there's that. So fuck you, Modere. So I thought this would be a great video to just showcase the fucking behavior that Modere teaches. Now, a lot of these people that are making these posts, they really believe in these products. These are good people. A lot of these people, they're just deep in. They think people like me criticizing them are haters, that they're just out to see everybody fail. They don't want, they hate women, all kinds of things, right? These are still really good people. This is how we're taught to think. Not just taught to think, this is how we're fucking brainwashed to think in the network marketing industry. So if you have a friend or family member that's in this, it's not good to just buy the product and just support them. It's not supporting them. It's like you're enabling them. It's like you're giving them drugs. If you think of it like however you need to think of it, in order for it not to be okay to think it's harmless. You're keeping them in a cult. Giving them that little bit of extra money is proof that the business model is working. They don't see it like you do. Doesn't matter what the fuck they say either. If they're like, well, I'm just in it for the discount. Well, all these excuses, So there you go. Okay. It's getting intense again. Shake it up, shake it off if you can. And then let's get back into this. I'm going to show you now how to report these income claims, health claims, deceptive marketing things to the FTC and then to Canada. So even if you're in Canada, you can also make reports to the FTC. It's really fucking easy. And I've done it, and it's really easy to do. And I think what I'm going to do too, like in the new year, especially with Modere, is I've written to their customer service before, and they said they had forwarded my concerns to their legal department, which I never heard back from them, right? But I'm going to collect a whole bunch of fucking evidence about them talking about MLM PTSD, which can only be cured by joining Modere. And I think I'm just going to fucking compile a big package, I think that's my plan in the new year. There's going to be some crazy behavior from Modere. It's already happening with this hormonal health. People are going fucking nuts. I've seen people I've made quite a bit of content on TikTok about it. Just reading people's posts verbatim. I'll change it up just a tiny little bit, to say Modere instead of Modere. But these people are a lot of these representatives, they're making a lot of money. They're near the top of the pyramid, and they're copying and pasting these posts. And I just read them out. So it sounds like, oh, I'm really, making this parody on these people. I'm reading their fucking content. The language is straight from the literature that Modere is giving these people, and I fucking want to see these people get out one day. These are good people. They're hardworking. They love these products. They really believe that they can help lead their team and have a lot of people achieve success, and really help them just relieve financial burden kind of thing. They really fucking believe, and they don't see that they're getting taken advantage of. And they don't see that they're emotionally manipulating and exploiting people either, which is a whole other can of worms. But anyway, let's get back to it. So This is how you can report false health and income claims to the FTC. Start with the FTC first off. So this is the report fraud FTC, and I'm going to put the links in the description to everything here. And I think I'm going to catch it all. I want to write down everything so then you can go and do your own research and make your own decisions about all this kind of stuff. So this is the first thing that you see, report to help fight fraud. So you just click report now. And then this, you can select anything. So I just selected this one, job, investment, money making, opportunity, franchise. And then if you select that one, the next one that comes up is pyramid scheme. So then you can select pyramid scheme. And this is what you'll see. I thought it would be just helpful to walk through this. And so did you pay or send money? Yes or no? You could just say no if you didn't. You're like, I just saw this like false health claim on Facebook. How do I make a report? Just fucking plug this in, reportfraud.ftc.gov, and boom, like just fire a report off. How did you first learn about it? The product, service, offer, or scam? There'll be a drop-down menu, and it'll be like on Facebook or wherever. Details about the company or individual. Do you have any information about them? Phone, website? You can put in their website. It could be like Modere. It could be like you see somebody's Facebook page on Modere. Type in all the information in the comments. Just type it out. It doesn't need to be like, it can be as thorough as you want. But if something hits you one day and you're like, you know what, fucking today I've got the time. This is how you do it. This is how easy it is. When I do this, I'll usually show it in my stories like Instagram or Facebook. Right now I'm like taking a hiatus off fucking or whatever. I'm taking a break from Facebook and Instagram and TikTok right now. I need just the break. But when I get on it, and I'll show exactly what I do, and I'll show exactly what I write to file a complaint. And that's how easy it is. That's to do the FTC. Here's how to report it in Canada. Report fraud and cybercrime. So the site is Anti-Fraud Center. You could just type that in and this will come up. And it says reporting to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center. There's two options, report online or report by phone. And they've got a phone number and it has the hours. Let me see what the hours are. It is right here. Maybe, I don't know, you want to take a screenshot or I don't know how this works, or write it down. Maybe this might be if you have a pen and paper. If you're old school like me, report by phone. I think it would be, I got to do this. I've reported online and I don't know whether I fucked it up or not. I'm like, oh, I'd hit next. I'm like, oh, maybe I should have filled this out differently. I think the next time I report, I'm going to report by phone and see how that goes. And then I can tell you about it. So this is a toll-free number, 1-888-495-8501. They answer calls Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. Eastern time, and they close on holidays. So that's how easy it is. You could just phone them in Canada. Fucking rights. Like we got to start doing this, you know. It's enough people have been hurt and see their friends hurt by these pyramid schemes, by these grifts, and there's been no accountability. And there's been a lot of shame, and people think that there's something wrong with them because they don't succeed. I didn't achieve this six-figure income. What's wrong with me? There's something wrong with my mindset. Or, you know, you start speaking out and you've seen it on different people's accounts across social media. People that are still within multi-level marketing come after you like fucking Scientologists. It's cult behavior. They come after you. Like if you fucking left any other job or something, people don't behave like this on social media, but they do in multi-level marketing, you know? So this whole thing is such a fucking shit show. And I hope this video helped you out. I did it. Got through this. And I hope you found it like entertaining as also informative. And I thought that to wrap this up, one thing I was taught in the network marketing coaching group I was a part of is if you're creating content, to speak to a previous version of yourself. That can be a good place to start creating content if you're struggling with what should I post? What advice would you give yourself? If you could go back in time and give yourself some advice. Sometimes the way that's framed, I think it's kind of patronizing. Because I don't ever want to be like, oh, I'm better than you because of this. I was in a fucking pyramid scheme for 5 years. I'm not better than anybody. I do think that it's helpful to have sometimes these personal messages in a video, maybe sometimes at the end, just to help people feel like they're not alone. So that's where I'm going to go with at the end of this video. This message is for you if you are really starting to question your involvement in the multi-level marketing industry. And maybe you've decided that you can no longer be a part of it. Something has finally tipped you over where you're like, there's no way. This isn't okay. This is unethical. You might not fully understand why it's a pyramid scheme. If someone were to pin you down like an upline or try to shame you, you couldn't argue with them. You feel that kind of uncertainty, but you know it's fucking wrong, but you don't have the language to defend yourself. That's how you feel. I want you to know that you're not alone and that it's normal to feel that feeling. You're starting to critically think again and challenge what you have accepted without question for it could be a number of years. Congratulations on starting to critically think and ask questions. However you choose to exit and whatever information you choose to take in and how you choose to go about it is completely up to you. There's not a right way or a wrong way to do this. Healing is going to be a bumpy fucking journey. As you know, if you've watched, people leave in the past of your company or the other throughout the network marketing industry, now you're kind of approaching that. And maybe you don't ever want to speak out. Maybe you're like, maybe I will one day, but you're starting to see the fallout that inevitably happens. Maybe you're starting to see it already. Maybe you've had a conversation with a friend, a sideline or an upline, and like they're switching off. They're treating you completely differently because you're like, I can't be a part of this, I just want to validate that you're not alone. A lot of us have gone through this, and keep going, keep asking questions, keep critically thinking. And I hope you have an awesome fucking day, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.